looking on the internet and I came across the Cascade site. Had a few email exchanges, and then I guess the owner of the company said, yeah, you can do that. You can change your Hightower from a 150 travel in the rear to a 60 travel in the rear. So that's what I'm going to do. And let's get started. I'm going to do two things. I'm going to replace the link with a Cascade link, from Cascade. And then the second thing I'm going to do is change the shock. I'm going to do them all at the same time. Okay. The reason being, I want my bike to feel more progressive. I'm going to replace the stock shock that came with my Hightower, which is a pretty good shock, but I bottomed out too much on it, with the newer 2021 or 22 Float X. Okay. I've already changed added the biggest volume spacer I could add to it. And then here's the link that I got in the mail from Cascade Components. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take off the wheel. My wheel off, got the lever. Yeah. You can see behind here, but I'm going to take my derailleur, make it loose. Tire come off easier. Tighten back up, don't want to do that. All right. Wheel here. Now we're going to remove the pivot axle. Okay. Pivot axle. Okay. Then we're going to remove the conical washer. Right. That took some doing to get out. Looks like they put some anti-seize or something in there. The conical washer right here. Okay, now we're going to remove the chainstay bolt. This is pretty tight. Whoever put this in here made it really tight. It ain't coming off ever. Way. Move this over here a little bit. Let's see exactly what's going on. Maybe that's a little better. Better to see. It's all dirty. Chainstay bolt. Okay, now I'm going to get my ski strap and fasten my chainstay to my seat post to hold it up, or to the rear triangle. Ooh, some water in there. Hopefully this stays up. Alright, so I got my rear triangle up with my strap up here, alright? Now it's dirty, so I'm gonna take a moment to clean under here. See all the water coming out of there. Okay, now I'm going to break loose the shock bolts, and then I'm going to take the time to replace the shock before I continue with the link. So I'm going to take the shock out completely. Whew. Not going to take it all the way out yet. I'm going to loosen the shock bolt. Here, the rear shock bolt. Now I'm going to remove the bolts in the conical washer for the lower link. To do that, you need a 6mm, 5mm. Today you need a 5mm first, 6mm, and then the 8mm. Grab that. But we're not going to take the 8mm all the way out yet. I need the 5mm and the 6mm hex wrench to take out the middle, the conical washer. Ah, Jesus. God, it's tight. Okay, I had to break out the big gun. I almost busted a gut in my stomach trying to get this washer out. So if yours is stuck, you've got to get some leverage. So I brought out my quarter wrench here. There you go. See if I can get it. Motherfucker. Okay, a point to note, I got sort of stuck on a part where this conical washer got stuck in the pivot axle here. Okay. In order to get that out, I went on Santa Cruz's site and started cussing and stuff. But I went on some forum, and I went on an automotive forum online, and I found that if you take, let me show you real quick. I'm going to zoom in for you a little bit. Okay, this washer here might get stuck. Might be stuck. You can't pull it out, and you will strip the bolt, the M6 indentation here. I stripped it because you might have never switched it out. Could be Loctite on it or whatever. So in order to get it out, all you have to do is you take an M5 Allen key, okay, or the M5 Allen key you had. I had this one here. All right, and then you just stick it inside the washer, like this. Okay, stick it inside the washer, hold it there, and take your mallet and beat the shit out of it. Bam, just like that, and it'll knock the washer out. And then after you're done with it, clean it off and put some grease on it. From online, they said that it might happen again, so just note that there's nothing wrong with it. You don't really need that hex piece in there to get it off. As you can see, just use the mallet to knock it out of it. Alright. I just ordered another set because I thought it was screwed in because it wouldn't come out. Okay, so next I'm going to take the I got my M5 Allen key and my 8mm Allen key. Alright, I'm just going to go inside here where we pick the conical washer out. I'm just gonna, hopefully this ain't stretchy because if it is, I will stop the video and wait for the replacements to come because I can't do it all. There you go. Just gonna loosen it a little bit. That came out. There we go. Just a little bit. Alright, lay on the ground. Take the shock off. This bolt out here. Washer on it, be sure to get the washer. I guess you could leave it in there. Just my own. Anyway, don't think I need it, but I'm going to just put it on here. Okay. Set it aside. Take the 8mm. Once I remove this, oh, I see what it is. It's the shock. Okay. Alright, and there you go. There it is out. We'll call that dirty right there. Alright. I'm set this aside. At this point in time, I'm going to remove the front shock too and replace it with the Flodex, the new Flodex. Alright. Ooh. That's tight. My God. Okay. You loosen it. You might need your torque wrench to get a little more leverage. It's too tight. Untighten it like that. Alright. And the bolt for the shock. I should be able to pop the shock right out. Oh, that's disgusting. Okay, so there's the old shock. And now I'm going to put the new one in there. Okay. I replaced my shock. Putting it back on now, and I'm going to continue with the link install. I'm going to tighten this to 16 Newton meters. Right one. 16 Newton meters right there. Now we're going to put the dust shields onto the new link. I'm going to take these off the old link. From the one that came with your bike, your Santa Cruz. Then you're just going to put oil or grease. So we're just kind of rough right here. All around there, like so. Like that. And I've already put two on there, as you can see. That's what they look like without the shield. And then you're just going to flip it to the side like this. And you smash it down on there after you put the grease on there. And it should stay on its own. Just work the grease around. And except for that one. Okay. Okay, here's the link with all the wash dust shields put on there, or dust covers for the bearings. I'm going to put it back in there. Put the link in now with this pivot axle here. And you want to make sure it's cleaned off. Pivot axle. Clean it off. And then you're going to put a thin coat of grease on the pivot axle. It's a light coat. Okay. Just rub it all around the shaft of the pivot of the axle. Put the link back in. Start with that. You can't put it in wrong because it's tapered. Touch you can't mess it up. So just slide it on in. Okay, be sure when you put the link in, get the shorter bolt first. There's two of these bolts. The shorter axle. They're not the same size. Alright, next we're going to put the shock axle in there. Just going to put a thin little coat of grease on there after cleaning it. Doesn't really need any, but things seem to work better with grease. You don't have to put it on the threads, but you can put it on the smooth part right here. Be sure you don't want to tighten this up yet until you get it completely. Don't tighten any shock or any bolts all the way until you get it where you need to be. Okay, be sure to take the flip chip out. Okay, that was my problem. Trying to get in there, but the flip chip was in the way. Okay, so be sure to take the flip chip out. Because it doesn't need it anymore. You don't need a flip chip. We're going to make torque or shock bolts to 16 Newton meters. And this, and then the 8 millimeter, we're going to torque to 20 Newton meters. Don't forget. Drop one, two, 16 as well. 8 millimeter, we're going to do it Alright, that's that. Okay. So we got the 8. Alright, next we're going to put the Conical Washer back in. Pop it in there. The Allen key here, or the 5 millimeter bolt that goes in there. And then according to, hopefully I can strip the inside of it. Trying to get it out first time. Yep. Down to 5 Newton meter or 9 Newton meter. You know, it's taking a while. This is my first time doing this. Hopefully my last time doing this. I don't know whoever tightened that up before, man. It took 100 Newton meters. Something got, I don't know how it got tight. Coming to a close, I'm going to put the last link in here. The last bolt for the last link. I'm going to undo the strap while holding on to the rear triangle here. Don't let it fall. See that? Okay, you can't really see it. Okay. If you have a hard time getting this getting your shock down, all you do is you see how it's moving there. You just move it back and then down and then line it up, and you should be good to go. Put it on in there. Yeah, make sure to put it back up to 20 Newton meters. Alright, and now we're going to put the conical washer. Like I said before, be sure to put a light coat of grease on the washer. And I also put a little bit of grease, not very much. Give it a little more water to it. right in there like that. You don't have to screw it in or anything, just go automatically. There's no threads on that washer. So all you gotta do is pop it in there. Get your 5mm Allen key. Okay, if a little confused, you'll see the video if people are using the hex 5mm radio. And to get it out, you can do that, but you don't really need it. And if it doesn't pop out, then you think something's wrong. And I'm gonna pop switch my bit out with the 5mm. And this is 9N to tighten the Allen key. Alright. Pick all the stuff up. We are finished. Last thing to do is to put the tire back on. I'm going to clean my bolt here. If you have one of these DT Swiss bolts, wipe it off. Then I'm going to reapply some more grease to it. Like that. And that wasn't too bad, just you might run across a little bit of problem if you've never taken your bike apart before. Like I did. This I know how to do. Stop filling my brake rotors. And you want to tighten it so that this handle here, you can see it. This handle here is facing backwards because you don't want to get hung on anything. So pretty tight here. I've done that before actually. Have it facing, pointing and facing back as much as possible. There's also a little button on here you can press too. Little button. A lot of people don't know this. You press the button, you can just press the button on the red button, whatever color it is, and just push it back. There you go. And but that's how you do it. Now I gotta just do a sag, put my sag right, and then go test it out on the mountain.